Today in Irvine, California, Supernal slashes its workforce and centralizes operations, shaking up the local eVTOL industry.
I'm Leah.
And I'm Garrett.
Welcome to Laid Back Local, the news of the day with Leah and Garrett here in Irvine, California. First up, Supernal, Hyundai's eVTOL startup, lays off 296 workers and consolidates operations to Irvine in a strategic shift. So Supernal, which is Hyundai's attempt at electric vertical takeoff and landing vehicles, has let go of 80% of its employees in California. That's a pretty big number. The plan now is to focus on developing a commercially viable aircraft right here in Irvine. Despite these cuts, Hyundai's still gung-ho on the whole advanced air mobility thing. This isn't the first reduction for them either. They've had some leadership changes as well. So it's like a whole new direction.
That's a curveball. It's surprising Hyundai is still committed despite major cuts. But, this strategic pivot shows they're aiming for long-term market alignment goals. Makes you wonder what's next for the eVTOL scene, right? All right, let's roll on. Irvine launches an immigration assistance fund amid anticipated ICE activity escalations. So, Irvine's stepping up by setting aside $100,000 to help with legal aid for folks dealing with increased ICE activity. They've even hired an intake officer to get people connected with the right resources. This move comes after reports of more ICE activity and protests in the area. And our neighbors, like Costa Mesa and Anaheim, are doing similar things. There's a ripple effect from federal enforcement actions, and it really hits local communities hard.
Let's not let this one slide by. Local intervention is crucial. But, Garrett, do you think local governments can actually make a difference in these federal matters? It's often debated, right? Okay, let's move on. Orange County's basketball stars shine in the SS Finals, raising MVP discussions. So we've got Nick Giarusso from Crean Lutheran and Jackson Burnham from Laguna Hills really standing out. These guys have been making waves with their performances, and there's talk about the venues too. Maybe we'll see some games back in Orange County instead of places like Azusa Pacific University. Oh, and there's been some critiques about those computer-generated playoff rankings. They're saying a bit of human touch might help. And of course, we're all curious about teams like Crean Lutheran and J. Sarah in the regionals.
That's a story worth telling. These players deserve recognition. And, maybe if we had some human editing in those rankings, we'd get a fairer setup for the playoffs. All right, on to the next. J. Sarah and Mater Dei boys basketball teams advance in state playoffs, setting up an exciting rematch. So J. Sarah managed to pull a narrow win over Francis Parker, while Mater Dei upset top-seeded La Mirada. That's setting the stage for a thrilling rematch at J. Sarah High. This tournament really gives teams like J. Sarah a second shot after the CIFSS playoffs.
Can you believe that's even a thing? Mater Dei's win is a big surprise. The rivalry between these teams really amps up the anticipation. It's going to be quite a game. Last up, UCI marks its 60th anniversary with a weekend full of festivities. UCI pulled out all the stops for its 60th with carnival games, live performances, and alumni reunions. It was quite the celebration. They even had open houses and school tours to engage the community. It's a great way to showcase UCI's growth and involvement over the years.
That's close to the heart of it. UCI's community spirit is inspiring. And how cool is it that they included a UCI Spirit Night at a pro sports event? That's a fun twist. And that's a wrap for this one. Thanks for tuning in to Laid Back Local, the news of the day with Leah and Garrett from Irvine, California.
Stay curious and join us tomorrow for more news that matters to you.